Okay.
Anybody got any stories?
I got nothing.
I watched Shot in the Dark.
What'd you think?
I watched the first 2 episodes, which was that episode with the car. That's some crazy shit, man.
Dude.
It's weird because like it doesn't feel like a reality show, right, because the events that happen are absolutely real. There's nothing staged about it, you know. But it is. Like I don't understand it. Like when I watch it, I feel like, oh, this is one of those produced reality shows. And then I have to remind myself that you can't just stage someone like running into the back of another car 100 miles an hour and it just exploding in fire. I mean, I guess you could, but like it 100% has not happened, you know.
Dude, it show's phenomenal and fucking terrifying.
Did you watch Mindhunter?
Mm.
Is that one good? You didn't like it? Sean Holman won't shut up about it, so.
Episode 2 on, the first like 5 minutes of every episode is BTK. So like the first 5 minutes is just like a 5-minute clip of BTK hanging out doing fucking BTK things.
Sure, installing security systems and writing people citations.
Yeah. He's not at the citation part yet,
but he's in ADT, right?
Yeah, he's working for ADT, and like he's in someone's home and he's like looking in their drawers and shit, like
sure,
just showing him being a creeper.
That's good.
We heard that story a million times.
Yeah, he's gonna be probably the big bad in season 2, but I don't think the show's that fucking good.
So it's not like a documentary; it's like a retelling
it's
of
a
dramatic retelling.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. So they take some liberties, but like the people are real and the times are real.
That's like the Jack the Ripper show that they're doing. You know, it's like based in England or whatever, and it's like follows the doctor everyone suspected was him. And
well, there's a lot of
never really reveals it.
There's a lot of like I guess they think they found him now with modern science. There was a period of time where they thought it was a prostitute killing other prostitutes. So I don't know. I'll just wait for Trump to tell me.
I mean, in reality, I'm Jack the Ripper.
Oh, but your name's not Jack.
Yeah, I am Jack the Ripper.
Oh, it's a
Fight Club joke.
Fight Club joke.
Yeah,
that's great.
Yep. Anyway, I'm fucking dying.
Yeah, you sound rough, man.
Yeah, it's real bad.
I'll just start talking for you.
No, I mean you can.
Hey, I'm Tyler, and I like Digimon, and that's about it.
Fucking nailed it. So there's a new movie, a new documentary on Netflix called The Voyeur.
The Voyeur.
The Voyeur.
Yes.
And it's about a guy in Colorado in the 70s who bought a motel. And he hollowed out the attic above all the rooms, and he made a walkway, and he installed fake air vents in the ceiling. And he would just sit there and watch people like live their lives.
It's like Porky's.
Right. So he did this for like 30 years almost. And he never like recorded anything or anything like that. And the story is of a really famous reporter who he contacts because of like some novels that he wrote. And he's like, hey, I do this weird thing. You wrote this book about sex across the country. So here's this weird sex thing. Like I know about sex because I watch it all the time. I just watch people have sex. So the reporter interviews the dude, and the guy even takes him up and shows him. And they're like watching a couple have sex. And he's like, this is crazy. So then the whole documentary is the reporter writing in the Washington Post about this dude after the statute of limitation is lifted.
Yeah.
So he can't get in trouble for any of it, but he's like now out in the public as this creepy dude who watched people for like 20 something years.
Yeah.
The documentary's fucking awesome.
That sounds great. It's
a
called
super-
Voyeur?
Voyeur, yep.
Yeah.
And it's a Netflix original documentary.
That's exciting.
It's a really, really
down
cool
for that.
documentary. Yeah. I enjoyed it a lot. So that's just...
You know, there's another documentary you need to watch called Icarus.
Mhm.
Heard of it?
Yeah, it's about the kid and the son.
No,
Flies
not
too
that
high to
one.
the sun.
It's about the Russian anti-doping program.
Oh, yeah.
So when they
Yeah.
were hosting the Sochi Olympics, they had the World Anti-Doping Association. I think that's what it's called. Anyway, they're the ones in charge of drug testing all the athletes. And in the Olympics, you have to report where you are at all times because they can come at any time of the day, in the middle of the night, wherever you are, and drug test you, and you have to be present for it. If you miss it, you could be dropped immediately, like from the Olympics. And they had this scientist who was running the facility that was testing the urine and blood samples and all that stuff. And they had a super elaborate program where like these individuals who worked for the government were in a building next to the facility, and they were carting in and out clean urine from other individuals for the dirty urine. And he did it through like a hole in the wall behind a socket. And so he would cart it in, and they were supposed to take like the dirty urine in one way. Well, they didn't know it was dirty, but they knew it was dirty, right? So they had to take that urine that they had just collected, take a detour to this office, pull all of it off real fast, and then take the box of like, or the tray of like urine that the officials had provided them from those same athletes during a period where they were clean, put it back on the cart, and then roll it into the building where they were supposed to store it. And then they took the dirty urine and gave it back to the guy on the other side of the wall, and he went and disposed of it.
It's like Mr. Rachmaninoff.
Yeah.
You tested fine, but you are pregnant.
They they had like these there's a company that designed the bottle that would lock shut. It was like a click lock, but it was made of like metal and glass, and you couldn't take it off without making marks or the way you got it off was you shattered the bottle, basically. And like these other guys found a way to do it, and that's what they were doing, was they were taking these bottles and like unlocking them and switching it out. That's why it looked legit. The Russians won 13 gold medals in that game, and when they got in trouble, they took away like 2 or 3 medals from like bullshit titles like fucking pogo or something.
Dressage.
But they got to keep their like wrestling gold medals.
There's an Olympic pogo.
Yeah, there's. Oh, look, they were going to take the OIC, or I think it's IOC, the International Olympic Committee, was going to remove wrestling from the Olympics, but they were going to keep table tennis. Just think about that.
Why are you talking shit?
Yeah,
I'm
table
just
tennis
saying,
is awesome.
it's garbage. Wrestling is like, come on, was the original Olympic sport, right? That and like the triathlon.
I thought it was the big ball that they throw.
Well, that's
I'm more about
That's track and
dressage,
field.
the art of making your horse dance. Have you seen that?
they'll keep that in there, but they were going to get rid of wrestling because it's like viewership was one of the lowest ones.
It's not popular.
They should put esports in the Olympics.
Yeah, if they would have put Kane in the Olympic wrestling, then people would have watched.
Kane with a K,
Yeah,
the actor.
yes, the pro wrestler.
The actor.
Yeah, he came
From
back.
such films as See No Evil.
I was-
1 and
And 2. Yeah, absolutely. And he's dead. He was brought back to life from The Undertaker.
He was. It's actually his brother who was left to die in a burning house.
Yeah, what about Socko? I like Socko.
Are you really talking about wrestling right now?
That was Mankind.
Yeah, I know, but I like Socko.
Yeah.
Man, Socko's a different character.
Right.
Thank you.
Welcome to this week's episode of Hypothetically Speaking. I'm Tyler Malter. With me, as always,
John Reed.
and
The Ultimate Warrior!
I had to think about it for a second.
this week we are getting together to discuss shipping.
Shipping?
Shipping.
I'm a ship.
Oh boy.
So, the question this week is if you could ship, which is make a relationship out of any 2 characters from any 2 TV shows,
Oh.
what 2 characters are now in love?
Okay, I read it as
Yeah.
switch, as like shipping as in Batman goes to the Marvel universe and Captain America comes to the DC universe.
But you
like
said
UPS shipping.
But he said romance.
I even
Did
the
you?
question specifically said at the end, who are new lovers?
New lovers.
Oh.
Keep your answers, and we'll work with them.
Look, I was there physically, not there mentally.
Sure.
Like most conversations.
Well, I actually got this one right.
Good job.
Even the shipping part, and I totally didn't Google that term. So
That's like an English slang, right? Like
it's,
I ship it.
It's just
like
nerd
that.
crap.
No, yeah,
No,
it's
you
like
just-
weeb trash.
It's weeb trash.
Oh, okay.
Are you taking weeb trash? I love that.
What do you mean?
The term weeb trash.
I thought
No,
weeb
you
trash
can
was
have
a thing.
I don't want it anymore.
Oh,
Can I borrow
you
it?
have it? Yeah.
No, I'm over it now.
Well,
I want
joint
to.
custody.
I want to describe Nicole. With
I thought it was you who didn't know what weeb trash was.
I absolutely know what weeb trash is. I
Somebody-
think it's Derek. Did Derek not know?
I had to describe what weeb trash was, and I realized partway through I was going to be insulting them because they like a lot of weeb trashy anime, and then I backpedaled a little in the middle of the conversation to try to describe weeb trash in a way that was inclusive to myself. Like, I love weeb trash.
It's like how most like Japanese people see otakus.
Yeah.
I was watching the Kingdoms of Dreams and Madness with
Mm-hmm.
Miyazaki, and he like bashes on otakus. He's like, I'm not gonna do that. That's like some otaku bullshit. I'm like, whoa.
Well, Tyler, I had sent you the picture of my friends who they went to JCPenney's and got pictures done
Oh jeez.
of themselves. They got like 15 pictures done. Most of them normal.
That's like
and
when you could do that at
tasteful.
Walmart, you know?
Yeah,
Remember
but
that?
this is one of their pictures. It's the couple with a hug pillow.
I'm done.
And they did a few
For those
of
of you
them.
that can't see it, there's an anime character on the pillow.
It's a hug pillow. Look up a hug pillow.
Ay,
But
Jesus.
they put a towel or like a sweater over the girl, and I can only imagine it's not only because it's like a nice cardigan, but because I didn't realize I thought it was a blanket, but you could see the arm sleeves.
You're friends with those people?
Yes,
Or-
Yeah.
Sean.
It's
Sean
not.
Murphy.
No, they did it. They did it ironically. Like most of them are like normal.
Do they listen to the show?
No, they should though.
Oh.
Jason Britt has a really really good Twitch account, and they play a lot of really obscure Japanese games. It's called like garbage trash thing or something. There'll be a across the screen right now is the text going.
So it wasn't like a super serious thing that they did.
It wasn't
They're like,
serious
let's
at
go
all.
get family photos done.
No, it wasn't.
We
serious
can't
at
do
all.
it without
They put the hug
Kimi-san
pillow
or
in a
whatever.
sweater.
Yeah.
With no
Listen,
sleeve.
man, I've
Oh
seen
my
shit like that on the
No,
internet,
it's so
man.
good. He became my hero like today. Anywho,
I have a story for next episode. to
Okay,
start.
perfect.
So remind me of this conversation.
perfect.
Back to what we were saying.
Yes.
Shipping.
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, we're totally shipping people.
So I didn't just pick television show. Is
Then
that
you
okay?
didn't- No.
What? Why?
Yeah.
Only a television show?
Oh wait, nope. I can do it.
No.
Fine. Nope. I picked. No, it's the same character, but the TV show version.
Okay.
So,
Go ahead.
Perfect. Okay, so I wanted to pick people that would realistically. First, I was like, I'm going to pick polar opposites and it'll be funny. But no, I really want to play Cupid today. I mean, it's Valentine's Day. It's the reason for the season, and I wanted to pick characters I felt like would be compatible. So I started with the hardest choice I could and tried to find somebody for them, and that was Oren Chen from Parks and Recreation. He is the gothic guy with the really dark sunken eyes that like hides behind things and is really creepy in like the whole series.
Sure.
Like he doesn't talk. Like sometimes he's like hiding under tables and stuff, and you can see him in the background all the time. But he's a horrible, disgusting person, and he's creepy and scary. And I was like, who can I find for this individual? So I picked Lydia Dietz from Beetlejuice, the TV show, because they made an animated show. So I figured Lydia Dietz is the only person who is just horribly depressed and unhappy enough that she wants to die. That's Oren. Oren wants to die. So also Oren had an art exhibit where he dressed up as an animal. They all dressed up as animals. Mm-hmm. And Lydia is artistic. Her mother is an artist. So I felt like they'd have stuff in common.
Her stepmother. is
Well,
an
yes,
artist.
yes,
Then
So
you
they
need to clarify that.
well,
part.
whatever. It's a mom. So yeah, so they could talk about art together and
Sure.
how they want to die.
Yeah.
So it
Seems
seemed
like they have a lot in common.
that's right. They seemed
between
perfect.
those two single things.
Well, no, and they want to die.
But yeah, no, the art and the dye.
They're gothic. They probably listen to like The Cure.
Ah, yeah.
So
So thanks for alienating all of our fan base that listens to The Cure.
I love The Cure.
Uh-huh.
It's great.
Sure. That's a pretty good choice.
Yeah, nobody.
Solid 7 out of 10.
Oren and Lydia.
What?
Oren and Lydia.
Yeah. Sitting in a tree, Kissing.
Killing.
John, did you,
You go next.
Okay.
Yeah, John ran away from the table for everybody.
I had to turn my phone off.
Is trying to come up with a better answer.
I am, absolutely.
I went mostly in the camp of polar opposites.
Okay.
But then I circled back to who I think would be best friends. So first I picked Spider-Man and Batman.
They would be lovers.
I think it'd be great to have Spidey and his quick sense and not caring about anything, and then very dark, deep, angry Batman. I think that's like the peanut butter and jelly, except like the peanut butter is like fire and the jelly is like acid.
I think it's appropriate because you kind of sound like Batman today.
I do. This is actually my Batman voice. I'm Batman.
You didn't have to do anything else. I'm Batman.
I am Batman.
Yeah, it's pretty good.
So I went there and I was like, man, it's okay. And then I started thinking Pickle Rick. Because I was thinking Rick and Morty.
Yes.
Of course.
But specifically Pickle Rick.
I want Rick to find someone.
Sure,
know?
that's nice of you.
And I spent a long time thinking about who it would be. I landed on Miss Frizzle from Magic School Bus.
That makes sense.
But then I was like, no, I don't want that. I want Pickle Rick and Splinter from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
They're in a romance together.
Yeah, so Pickle Rick, who murders like 30 rats.
Rats to make his rat body.
Yeah, and then Splinter, the giant ninja rat.
You know, and Pickle Rick actually showed quite a martial arts prowess.
That's why I think it would work. Because I really think that they have a lot in common.
They both could raise each other's bar.
So, and then I was like, okay, enough of like the polar opposites. Let's try to find Scooby-Doo, someone to hook up with. I want to get Scooby laid.
Yeah.
And after Googling for like 10 minutes, I couldn't find a good female dog.
Penny from 101 Dalmatians.
That had the IQ that Scooby does.
Which is very low.
Very low, but the ability to talk.
Yeah.
Which is very high.
That's a tough combo.
Yeah, so I went to Lassie. That was really like the best option I had. You know, she barks and people are like, oh my god, Timmy's in a well.
Yeah.
But it just didn't work. So then I was like, okay, well, I can try to get Sonic laid. Sonic the Hedgehog. Didn't work either because it was always like people like
He's down for
Peach,
that.
and then it started getting weird. So I stopped trying to get people laid. And I went to Frank from Always Sunny in Philadelphia.
Yes.
So Danny DeVito's character, Always Sunny. And Homer Simpson.
Together.
That's
pretty good.
And I think that it works really, really well. Because Frank is always at a bar. Homer always just wants to go to the bar.
But
so
he goes to Moe's.
They become bar best friends.
But we don't know where Springfield is.
It's in Philadelphia.
Oh, it's in a city. A city's in a city.
Yeah.
It's like the Vatican.
Yeah, or Eastboro in Wichita.
But people don't know what that is.
Sure. So it's like the Vatican.
It's just like the Vatican.
And then honorable mention, Dexter, the serial killer.
You love bringing up Dexter.
Yeah. And Arya Stark.
Oh, yeah.
The serial killer.
Oh, they would be great. No, they would be great.
So, 18-year-old Arya.
Yeah.
Mid-20s Dexter, don't want to make it too wide of a gap there.
Sure. She's got faces, he's got blood plates.
Yeah.
Right?
See, their personalities mesh really well together.
Yeah.
So then I was thinking Game of Thrones, and I settled on my final and greatest achievement.
Jesus.
I went through 7 or something like that.
Yeah.
Top tier. Number 1, unbeatable, Seto Kaiba from Yu-Gi-Oh!
Yes.
And Daenerys Targaryen, Mother of Dragons.
Jesus Christ. One is a blue-eyes white dragon.
Yep. So that is who I would pick, is I would ship Seto Kaiba, the villain from first half of Yu-Gi-Oh! And Daenerys Targaryen, the villain from the final season of Game of Thrones.
I would put Kaiba and Light together.
Making predictions.
Yep, from the final season.
Oh.
The villain from the final season of Game of Thrones.
It's Kaiba.
No.
Is
It's
Daenerys.
Daenerys.
He's making predictions.
They solve the Millennium Puzzle and
Yeah. Game over.
it's over.
So those are all of my options.
Man, I have so much to talk about with all of them.
Sure.
I don't know
Where do you
where
want to start? I made a list.
Jesus.
I put
You
hearts
put
around
hearts
all
around their names. Yeah, pass.
Okay. John, are you ready?
I'm ready.
Okay.
Marty McFly, Beverly Switzler,
Who's that?
the chick from Howard the Duck.
Oh, so he hits up with this
All
ball.
right. See, I knew you'd get it. Yeah, same actress. Thanks for joining us this week on Hypothetically Speaking.
That's it?
Yeah, I don't really have much to add to it. 'Cause I thought it was something different, man.
No, that's funny.
It's like
There's lots more to... Yeah, we could talk about other matches.
every
I was-
kid nerd's wet dream come true.
I was thinking getting two people that are in two different TV shows and make them marry themselves.
We could do another challenge and say that they have to both have the same name. Like you could do Frank from It's Always Sunny and Frank from Aqua Teen Hunger Force.
Oh, yeah.
They would both
What about
be
Frank
great.
from The Punisher?
Disgusting. Frank Castle, yeah.
Frank Castle
Yeah.
and Castle from the show Castle.
There you go. Yeah.
See, that's good.
Yeah. We're on a roll here. Let's keep going.
I think that's
Sean,
it.
I think you should do like 4 more.
Oh my god, it's really hard.
Yeah. So-
I got one.
There's Hitler.
Okay, 1.
And John Reed. I felt it coming. I sure did.
You've never been in TV.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I think that's going to do it this week for us at Hypothetically Speaking. I am Tyler Malter. You can find me at TJMalt421. You can find John Reed at
John Reed Art.
You can find Sean Murphy at.
Chuck Bonsai 1.
You can find us at tablenight.com. Also, facebook.com/tablenight. And at Table Night on Twitter and YouTube, and Google, and iTunes,
In Tinder.
and Tinder. We have 3 separate Hypothetically Speaking Tinder accounts.
Yeah.
Oh, I set up our Grinder account, by the way.
Oh, thank God.
We needed one of those.
I'm
Yeah.
gonna cut that.
Okay.
You should use the Batman voice. You could be like, I don't wear hockey pads.
We'll see you guys next week.
Hypothetically Speaking is a Table Night production. I can't believe those assholes paid me $5 just for that.